Now let's hear from the Ministry of Ayush on the role of National Ayush Mission in strengthening public health services and its ecosystem. I would like to welcome Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, for a keynote address. Over to you, Mr. Kotecha.
I feel immense pleasure to address you all on this great occasion of Innovation and Intelligent Healthcare Summit 2021, which is a second edition of Innovation and Intelligent Healthcare Summit on August 6 today. This is mainly focused on future-ready, resilient healthcare infrastructure with the aim to promote best practices in healthcare services and strengthening of public healthcare infrastructure to be future-ready. ethealthworld.com and etgovernment.com had organized the first edition of the summit last year, and it was a huge success. Harnessing the power of technology was the central theme of previous summit. I am glad to know and note that this year, the summit will focus on various initiatives of union government and state governments in expanding the healthcare infrastructure and capability, improving access to the healthcare delivery system, and fostering the culture of innovation and technology development to reevaluate and reimagine India's healthcare system. The COVID crisis has highlighted the importance of using technology and innovation to ramp up the healthcare system. The COVID experience so far has thrown up a significant understanding of the opportunities that can help India progress as a nation for the health and well-being of its citizens. According to the Economic Survey 2020, India's public financing for health is at 1.6% of the GDP, while the center is committed to raising this figure to 2.5% by 2025, as envisaged in the National Health Policy 2017. It is estimated that the states too need to ramp up healthcare spending to at least 8% of their budgets, because state health is a primary domain of the states. Budget 21-22 allocated 2,970.3 crore to Ministry of Ayush for the next fiscal year, marking an increase of 40% of the corresponding figure, that was 2,122 crore of the current fiscal. Further, when the revised allocation of rupees 2,300 plus crore of the current fiscal is considered, the allocation marks an increase of 28%. This budget represents for the Ayush sector as growth and continuity, tracing the decadal trend in the 300% growth of outlay for Ayush. We need to understand how the current budget integrates the sector into the country's overall growth pattern. The National Health Policy 2017 has been visible in the government-led growth in healthcare infrastructure in the last 3 years and has helped the Ayush systems to grow faster. The building blocks of growth are coming into place, and it is important for Ayush to become part of every healthcare delivery in the public. The world is dealing with the unforeseen challenges caused by the COVID-19, and all existing healthcare systems continue working hard to develop more effective solutions. Ministry of Ayush is in the forefront in dealing with this pandemic at national level through scientific communication and collaboration, evidence-based interdisciplinary research activities, and public health care. Marked as the initiator to combat with the existing COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Ayush has issued guidelines for the registered practitioners of Ayush systems for the management of coronavirus pandemic, guidelines on preventive measures, self-care ethical practices, and home-based care for children found to be the key players in the management of COVID pandemic. National Clinical Management Protocol for management of COVID-19 based on Ayurveda and Yoga, which was vetted by Joint Task Force for Management of COVID-19, and post-COVID management guidelines, integrated guidelines with DGHS, were also released by Government of India last year. Telemedicine practice guideline also for Ayush practitioners has also been developed. The Ministry of Ayush launched a 3-month campaign on Ayush for Immunity through webinars and also publishing campaign bulletin on Ayush for Immunity. A mobile application, Ayush Sanjeevani based impact assessment study, was also undertaken by the ministry to study the effect of Ayush advisory and other Ayush interventions and practices during COVID-19. The study received overwhelming responses nationwide from about 1.35 crore people. Data sets we were able to collect from all over the India. The ministry has also initiated multi-centric clinical research trials in collaboration with reputed research organizations like CSIR, ICMT, DBT, and renowned hospitals institutes like AIIMS Delhi, Jodhpur, KGMU Lucknow, etc. Also, Ministry of Ayush has undertaken clinical studies on Ayurveda herbs, medicines, and other Ayush systems for the mitigation of COVID-19 with international partners like London School of Health and Hygiene, LHSTM from UK. Globally, there is a phenomenal growth in the export of Ayurvedic medicine. Market sources indicate that there is an increased sale of immunity boosters like ashwagandha, guduchi, tulsi, haldi, ginger, garlic in the domestic market as well as the export market. On the other hand, people involved in the herbal extracts business indicate that there is a manifold increase in the export orders. Ayush industry is showing a positive growth of more than 25% in its sales graph. The ministry is actively engaged in developing safe and effective medicines and interventions which could be used as public health goods in the prevention and management of COVID-19. As of now, 126 studies have been initiated in 152 locations in the country to identify effective medicine for managing the patients with symptoms of COVID-19. These studies include different designs like randomized trials or observation studies or prophylaxis studies or preclinical studies, in vivo, in vitro studies, and docking studies. In a concerted response to the second surge of COVID-19 infection in the country, based on the research outcomes, Ministry of Ayush has launched a massive nationwide campaign to distribute its proven polyherbal drugs, which is repurposed for the COVID-19 management for mild and moderate cases. They are known as Ayush 64 and Kabasra Coordinate for the benefit of the vast majority of the out-of-hospital COVID patients, like who is staying at home under isolation. Ayush 64 is also recommended in National Clinical Management Protocol for COVID-19 based on Ayurveda and Yoga. After encouraging outcomes of Ayush CSR collaborative multi-centric studies and nine other clinical and preclinical studies, this has been established. The scope of this summit focuses on strengthening the public healthcare system in India. There is a huge paradigm shift in the health-seeking approach towards wellness among the public. The prime aim of any public healthcare system should be focused mainly on prevention of diseases and health promotion. It should be attained through integrated healthcare delivery system with scientific communication and collaboration with other ministries and institutions. I would like to mention, because in this summit, we have mission directors of National Health Mission, we have state representatives who is looking after the health of the different states. That with the National Health Mission, we have National Ayush Mission, and we work together. And there are more than 25,000 Ayush professionals, physicians are posted under NHM as a co-location facility, and they are delivering their best. We had a third-party assessment also of National Ayush Mission, and it has strongly recommended this model because it is delivering. And there is also another vertical, it is working together in the area of Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Centers. We all know that the Government of India has launched this initiative of 150,000 Ayush Health and Wellness Centers. And in health area, more than 75,000 sub-centers are now operational as Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Center. We all know that there is a yoga component, there is an integration of wisdom of Ayush for the promotional and prevention of the different ailments, particularly non-communicable diseases. In addition, Ayush Ministry has also got out of this 150,000, 12,500 health and wellness centers to be established through exclusive Ayush mode. So we are working with the states. This year we have a goal of establishing more than 4,200 such health and wellness centers, and we are getting good response from the states. So in order to achieve the goal of universal health coverage, Ayush can play a major role in preventive care, wellness, holistic therapeutic care in NCDs and communicable diseases, working along with mainstream healthcare systems. Let's all come together to build an easily accessible and affordable healthcare system, which is scientifically validated. We are talking about evidences, and after evidences, there is a lot of, we have a lot of things to bring into public healthcare delivery system. I would also like to mention that Ayush Ministry is maintaining a Ayush research portal where we have put more than 31,000 publications, which is index journals or peer review journals publications. So at one end, there is a myth that Ayush people need to establish evidences. They need to do research, but but people don't know that there are more than 31,000 publications already available. It is indexed, and we also have made it searchable. So if anybody wants to search in a particular keyword, it is, you can find that. So let's all come together to build an easily accessible and affordable healthcare system, which will enable every individual to lead a socially and economically productive life, fulfilling the goal of health for all. I congratulate the organizers of the summit, and I wish all the very best for the grand success of this event. Namaskar. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kotecha, for sharing valuable information with our audience. Stay tuned for more such content.